Thank you so much. For more on the late civil rights leader, we're joined by U.S. Navy veteran Joe Collins. Also joining us, founder and president of the American King Foundation, Angela Stanton King. Thank you both for coming to join us today and continue this conversation. And Angela, we'll start with you. We'll kind of bring it present day. What do you think lawmakers can learn from Dr. King's legacy of transformational change and the courage it takes to actually make those changes?
I think that we can learn a lot. We can learn from the fact that Martin Luther King Jr., he always spoke about peace, and he always spoke about peaceful protest. In fact, he said that we need to learn to live together as brothers and sisters or perish as fools. I think it's important to remember here that the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King was that he fought for equal rights, which is vaguely different from the Equality Act. And I think that we all need to also remember that he said his dream was for us to be judged by the content of our character and not the color of our skin. What we're seeing right now happening in America, everything is about black against white. If you're a Republican, you're a racist, or you're a sellout. This is exactly what Martin Luther King sacrificed his life for us to be united and not divided. I need to know what happened and how are we now worse off than we were before Barack Obama went into office.
Such an important point. Joe Collins, your thoughts as we move forward and try to become a more united country instead of a divided one, as we've seen recently?
Well, I can say this, after the I Have a Dream speech, it's one thing that Dr. King understood, and it's this. The fight for change and even change itself cannot be won by radical ignorance, and it cannot be won by slothful laziness. And if you look at our political climate right now, that's what you see. You see a lot of younger politicians that are radicalized and they're extremely ignorant. Everybody want to fight for those talking points, those hit points that they can get replayed over and over again. And from the older politicians, you see a lot of laziness, the inability to pass bills in a timely manner, the jamming all types of legislations that's going to cost the American people tons of money. This is not how you fight. This is not the way we gain equality. This is not the way we gain equal footing. We need politicians in office who will fight for the American people and the American people only before we fight for everyone else. But until we get that, Dr. King words, they will fall on deaf ears every single time. Everybody want to talk about their version or what they think Dr. King was fighting for. But Dr. King fought, but he also had legislation that he wanted to get pushed through that were going to benefit the American people or the people that he was fighting for.
Yeah, hey, great points. Some good advice for some lawmakers who are currently serving their constituents. Angela, when you think about the next generation too, the kids, the children, those who are in school, those who've maybe had some tough times actually getting into the classroom, whether it be remote learning or concerns about getting sick with COVID here, what do you think they can learn and really take to heart from Dr. King's legacy?
Well, hopefully they can learn that we need to lead in peace, and we need to know that we can be all that we can be. As we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King, that needs to be an example to Black children across America of how far we have come. We don't need to look at this as, a step back. We need to look at this as a step in the right direction and know that his sacrifice was not in vain. If we know what Martin Luther King stood for, and if we honor him and we respect his legacy, then we need to continue to fight for the things that he fought for. And Dr. Martin Luther King fought for equal rights for all. And that's what we need to stand on. We need to treat all people with dignity and respect. And we need to stop causing division, focus on unity, how we can come together, both sides, Republican or Democrat, and do what's right for the people that have been neglected and left behind right here on our own country.
Yeah, that sounds like a great lesson for the curriculum. Our thanks to you both, Joe Collins, Angela Stanton King. We appreciate the conversation. Great to see you both.